what was that experience? What was the idea? And then you learned that it wasn't working. You needed to pivot. And then what did you go towards that actually worked?
Okay. So we had a foundational patent in software-defined networking, which is a big deal for cloud environments today. Mm-hmm. This is as a result of academic research. So, 10 years too early, classically. And so the problem was that we went off and we built this cool stuff, but in general, it was too early for the market to adopt it, right? That is, we were years ahead of our time. We have found a couple of niche applications with a couple of vendors and so on. And at the end of the day, that door got shut towards us because the technology was too threatening and so on. And we ended up getting forced to go and use, legacy management style interfaces to control networks, which is a horrible business and you don't want to end up there. And so, what was the fundamental problem was we had the coolest tech since sliced bread. And because you have the coolest tech, you believe that this tech will transform the world. And yes, it did, but only 15 years later, right? So, being realistic in terms of what the market is absolutely fundamental. And you've got to know that the market means that somebody needs to buy the thing.
And that's what I want to tap into is I see a lot of startups or a lot of companies that do have, they think it's the best tech since sliced bread, but if the market isn't buying it or someone's not, biting on it, you can't force it down their throat. You literally cannot move forward. So what is it what's the change in mindset that a team goes through that identifies, wait, it's not here, it's here, right? Like, I think that's the real secret sauce, is to figure out, we were going this direction, but the market is actually telling us this. We need to build for that.
Yes. That is the fundamental requirement of an entrepreneur, which is,
like agility and flexibility within.
Yeah, and an ability to lead a team through incredible change. Because, you can have just built the most beautiful thing on the planet, but if nobody wants to buy it, you've got to chuck it out and build something else.
Yeah.
And that demoralizes a team, and it requires great leadership. Mm-hmm. Okay, so entrepreneurs who have the ability to continually consume their own stuff, throw it away and rebuild.
Yeah.
Werner, who's the CTO at Amazon, has this wonderful way of saying that what they've done at AWS is they started out with like a Piper and had to rebuild it and build a Boeing without downing the service ever, right?
Yeah.
They had to build all the stuff, throw away everything that they built, and that's such a basic requirement. And I know that you're in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
It's incredibly difficult. So entrepreneurship to me is really about the leadership ability to get others to believe in the vision of where you're going, which can be tech independent or current product independent, right? It's the ability to take that notion of what you can do to disrupt a market, to convince investors, to convince employees, to convince customers that you're going to do this. And remember, as an entrepreneur, you're always selling to the leading edge.
Yes.
Right? You're selling to the early adopter. And beyond that, there's another whole set of problems in terms of building a scalable business. That's you get normal human skill sets in for that. People who've done it before.